Good morning and welcome to Mornings with Michelle, episode 24. Yes, that's what episode we're up to. Can you believe it? It's been, is that 4 weeks? Yeah, 4 weeks. Wow. I feel like that's the wrong episode. Did I miss one last week? I think maybe maybe it's 25. Anyway, we'll figure it out. I'll put it on you probably already know because of the title. But anyway, it's amazing. For those of you who are new here, I'm Michelle and I like to be known as your Gen X Zesty Bestie here at Zesty Girl. Zesty Girl, my channel and my work is all about helping women after 50 live life on purpose. That's what we're doing here, living life on purpose. All right, so how was your weekend? How was your weekend? Was it amazing? I was so fortunate because I think I recorded Mornings with Michelle on Thursday night, and remember I was saying I was tired. I'd spent 2 days on site with a client. I was physically exhausted and a little bit mentally exhausted as well, and the little boy that lived there was quite sick. So I was feeling like I was coming down with something. So what I did was I made a quick Mornings with Michelle behind the camera, tucked up into bed, a couple of vitamin C, early night, and woke up Friday morning box of birds. So I was pretty happy that that didn't turn into anything, and thank you so much for all of your well wishes. It was really amazing to get the lovely comments. Okay, so then I went on to have a really lovely Friday, a really nice weekend. How about you? What did you get up to? I spent all of today, which was Sunday, I spent all of today with Tom. We redid his room, we decluttered his shoes. It was sort of a little bit empty nesting, decluttering all of his past school shoes because he had about 3 pairs. His feet kept growing and most of them still sort of fit, but I like him to have lots of room in his shoes, and well, not lots of room, but I like his shoes to fit because he got quite big feet quite quickly. So it was time to get rid of them all. And yeah, one of those sort of sad moments where you know there's no more school shoes. After Tom, there's no more school shoes. Not until grandkids. But anyway, we won't talk about that. A little bit of a sad decluttering moment. Plus, I was going through his clothes, and all the boys wear size large now, and they all wear the same size everything's. They're all really, really big boys. So anything that was a size medium or a size small or a size XS men's, or a size 14 or 16 boys, it was still a couple roaming around. I mean, I pretty much have decluttered as I went along with the clothing, but still a few things sort of lurking around, a few favorites. It was sort of really sad. It was like, okay, everyone wears the same clothes now, which is sort of convenient because they borrow each other's clothes, which is quite good. Yeah, so that was my weekend. I had a beautiful Sunday helping him get organised for his upcoming exams, and we got some schedules done, and we got his schoolwork sort of all organised into cartons, reorganised, just to make sure everything was fresh, organised, simple. So when he walks into his room, everything is simple. He opens up his wardrobe, he's got a bin for each of his subjects, but then when you close the doors, the room is clear. So he can do his best thinking, there's no clutter. It's just a really great workspace. So he wanted a little container for his pens, and we got all that organised, and yeah, it was really lovely, and we chatted all day, and it was so lovely to spend that day with him, like the entire day, because he had a few things that he was feeling a little bit anxious about, and he wanted to talk about university courses that he could do, and so we just really got into some really big conversations, I guess. Yeah, so it was a really great day. So that's my little Tom, and I'm wearing his bracelet. He made me this bracelet. He actually did he make it? I think the library ladies made it, but anyway, he gave me this bracelet, so I was wearing that today. Super cute. Okay, what am I wearing? I am still wearing I wore pajamas. It was jammies all day today. I didn't go out anywhere today. It was jammies all day, hanging out with Tom. And so yeah, I've got my pajama pants still on. I'm about to go and have a shower and get ready for the week ahead. But yes, and then this top, which is, I noticed it's got stains all over it, but probably from today when we were mucking around. So it's just a sweatshirt that I love the colour. Ugg boots, of course. I love my Ugg boots. Today I've got my red ones on. So that's what I'm wearing. I'm not drinking anything. Nope, nothing to drink. Nothing to drink. I probably need a drink actually, especially after talking to you. I'll need a drink. And that's all. Yesterday I filmed Kmart. So much fun at Kmart. I knew I'd left it too long. I filmed Kmart in a try on about a month ago, clothing, and they just brought a lot of winter things in, so I thought, well, I'll give them a break because wasn't seeing anything new coming in on the models, the girls, when I was coming in to film home decor and pick up things that I'm always picking up from there. So 2 weeks ago I did a Kmart video, I think it was, and I had a little look around and there was a few new things, so I just filmed it as part of just an all over Kmart video, and I was thinking, oh come on, when am I going to see something new? So I think last week I was sort of looking out, didn't really look like anything, and then on Friday night when I filmed that little bit of home decor, which was, I was supposed to be doing fashion that night, but I was like, what, more home decor? What? I better capture this first. I noticed how much clothing there was in, and I'm like, whoa. And then when I went on Saturday, there was so much. I was like, oh my goodness, I should have been here weeks before, or I should have been here last week so I could have spread it a bit. But I just thought, you know what, I'll just get it all, capture it all for you, and it will just be a long video, but that will be fine. And then anything you guys, if you want anything tried on, I thought I'd go back on Monday or a different day and try some things on, have some fun with that. Some of the jackets, the new jackets in, were really nice, like the leather look one and things, quite nice. But anyway, if you haven't seen the video, I will link it here, or it could be I'll link it here. I can never tell when I'm filming, and when I go to edit, I've got my fingers around the wrong way. So I could just say, I'll link it here. So my zesty tip of today, well, first of all, I've written down something. I came across something in the weekend when I was pottering around doing a few things, and I was listening to some podcasts, and I came across someone that said, open their heart to their life again. And I just went, it was only one thing he said in about 40 things that he said, but he was just going, and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. But that just hit me, open their heart to their life again. And I'd like to think that for some of us here, that's what's happening at Zesty Girl. I'd like to think that through our shares in our community here, that for some of you that need it, that through you will have the confidence to open up your heart again to your own personal life again, and whatever you've been through or whatever you're going through, or you know, whatever life has looked like for you. Maybe it's been so busy or so crazy, but now you feel like through the community and through trusting and through sharing that you can open up your heart to your life again. Your life being things that you also want to do for yourself, whether that is a garden, a holiday, more self-care, a different diet, a new hobby, whatever it is, redoing your lounge, decluttering your wardrobe, whatever it is for you. Yes, I like that idea. I just heard it and I thought, wow, I'm going to tell the Zesties about it. I just love that. I like the way that it was worded. I thought it was really beautiful. So that's sort of my Zesty share for today, but I'll just add on to that to say that so many of you have asked about decluttering, and can I take you on a decluttering journey? And the answer to that is yes, absolutely. And I think part of doing Tom today, even though I needed to do Tom today, like get him set up because we're at the pointy end, was that it was good practice. I was practicing getting my muscles back in order. Like doing other people's homes, which I do, is so easy for me, but doing my own things, it's just a different level. It's just a different level of, it just feels different, okay? It's just different. I need me to help me. Do you know what I mean? Like doing other people's is just, for me, it's so easy to help them. It really is. It's just, I don't know, it's just what I do. And of course, I don't do anything unless it's fun. So I think that's the part that makes things different as well. So you guys have asked, and I can't do it with you. I mean, I can do it with you by doing me, but I can't do it like at your place, obviously. So I've got to try, what I've been trying to do while I've been doing some things here is trying to figure out, well, first of all, by doing Tom's, it just got my decluttering muscles ready for running that, you guys. But also I wanted to work out a way that I can do something special for my Facebook group, and I can do something special for you guys here, and I can like do it so that it can run as a series so people can do it at any time, can pick up at any time. You can follow along when you're not busy, that you don't miss anything, but that it's really fun. So I wanted to add of course I did. I wanted to add all the components to make it something really special. So that's what I've been thinking about this weekend, because there's a million, trillion decluttering videos, but I want to make something that is fun that we can do together. And that's what I'm looking for. So I've almost sort of sorted that out. So that's been real fun. So that's coming. So I just wanted to share with you that so many of you have asked me, and I have listened, and I really want to do it. Like it's something that really I love doing, obviously, and I'd love to do it with you. So yes, the answer is yes, yes, yes. And I've promised, because Regina, who's part of my Facebook group, really wants to do her kitchen first. So I've promised that I will start at the kitchen, even though I really wanted to start with makeup. But Regina asked for kitchen, so I'm going to do kitchen. Regina, I know you're watching this. Maybe we could do rock, paper, scissors. Maybe, no, just kidding. Just kidding, we will start with the kitchen for sure. Actually, did you see at the end of the Kmart fashion video, the new dinner set, the blue and white striped one? So many people have said how much you love that. So maybe we could declutter our current dinner sets and bring in the new Kmart one. Maybe we could do that. Okay, so 2,500 questions. Let's go. If you're new here and you don't know what I'm doing, I have this book, 2,500 Questions, what is it? To help you know, love and care for you. And each day I read one out of this book, but I have to shut my eyes and pick one, and I just, any random one. And then I can't read it. Ooh, I like this one. Do you prefer flowers or chocolates? Now this is a really interesting question, and I'll tell you my story about this. So I love irises, so I love the beautiful dark purple irises, and because they got a little bit of yellow on them, I love to get a bouquet of flowers with those mixed with a bright yellow flower. And of course I love sunflowers because it reminds me of my mum and my grandma. So a bunch of sunflowers, which, you know, are seasonal of course, but with irises, perfection. I don't mind daisies or anyway, it doesn't really matter, but the purple with the yellow, oh, it does something for me. So no, so my husband knew that, and he used to get me those flowers. I love fresh flowers, but chocolates, I do like snuggling with the family on the couch watching a movie. This is sort of not really obviously today because they're all older, but even still, over Christmas we did, and sharing a box of chocolates. I don't know, I can't choose. Let me know down in the comments sort of memories around chocolates and memories around flowers and what you prefer, flowers or chocolates, and let me know which flowers you love. Yes, let me know. I'd love to know. Oh, one other thing too, we were talking about nicknames the other day. Some of your nicknames are so lovely. Some of them makes complete sense, and other ones are like so cute. Some of them I just love, but what I really loved is how they came about. I just loved how they came about. So thank you so much for sharing. It was really lovely. Every time I talk with you guys, we talk about things that really matter, and I love it. And I was thinking recently about what my first childhood memory was. What was my oldest childhood memory that I could remember as a little kid? And it was really interesting because my brain really, it could pick a few, but I was sort of wondering why it picks certain ones. And then I sort of went down this whole rabbit hole of thinking about that, and it was really interesting. And I'm just wondering, because I know what mine is and I sort of know a few scattered ones, but I don't have a huge memory, but I do have very specific things. And actually what I'd really love to do is write down the ones that I do remember, and then be able to see them and actually go, because actually when I pluck them, I feel like I'm plucking them from somewhere, but I'd love to see them written out and actually see the sequence of them and actually see why they are there and why they were important. I think that would be really cool and special. I don't know, something interesting. But do you remember your first, well, not your first childhood memory, but your oldest childhood memory? 3. I'm going to share 3 really quickly. The first one I remember, probably the oldest, is being picked up every day under here and lifted onto the bathroom cabinet where I sat. I wasn't young, a baby, it wasn't dangerous or anything, but I sat there, and my job was to sing songs to Mum while she had her shower. And that was obviously so that she knew that I was safe. So I would sing, she would say, keep singing, keep singing, keep singing, and I just keep singing, and she would sing with me, and that is a really special memory. And then she would I always remember she would brush my hair to the side with this big brush that she had with a big silver handle. She used to brush my hair in the mirror. And she used to love brushing my hair in the mirror, and I'd look in the mirror and she'd stand there and she'd brush my hair. And then the other thing I remember is, and this song, I'm sure I sang this song to you guys last week because I heard it in the reject shop. We used to go and do our exercises together. Well, this is probably before the shower, I would say, but that's not important. But anyway, we would do our exercises together. So she would do, I don't know, like having your legs sitting on the floor and then walking. It was good for your bottom or something, tone up your bottom, walking. And we'd do it to things like, you know, chirpa, chirpa, cheep, cheep, chirpa, chirpa, cheep, cheep, chirp, like chirp. And then it was like, where's your mama gone? And then we're like, walking on your bottom, do, do, do. And my arms would go trying to catch up with her. And I remember that. And then we would do the star jumps. And anyway, I remember that. And I remember the music. And I just remember that lovely time with her. So there was that. And then I also remember my first day of school and having fish and chips. And it was so exciting because I'd seen my brothers and sisters go through it, that you got money for it's called like the tuck shop now, but it wasn't called that, the canteen, but it wasn't called that, it was called something else. It was like they would bring in fish and chips on a Friday, and you could pay to have your fish and chips. And because it was New Zealand, it was like wrapped up in newspaper, and because it was the old days, it was wrapped up in newspaper. And I just remember getting my first little package of fish and chips on the first Friday of primary school, and sitting there by myself because I didn't really have friends on that first week. You sort of had some random people, but didn't really have any friends. So sitting there and opening up my fish and chips and putting my hand in and trying to find a chip, and it was all hot, and I remember this packet. It was so important to me, this packet of fish and chips, and yeah, I remember that. So anyway, I just thought that was fun. I thought that was a fun share because I can't wait to hear what your guys' first special memory, or the earliest special memory that you remember as a kid. I think that's fun. All right, so we'll do that. We could do that maybe. Only if you feel, obviously, as I always say, only if you feel like sharing. Absolutely up to you, but I thought it would be fun. A beauty tip. I've run out. It's not a thing for me, so I've sort of run out of beauty tips. I am Amazon Prime sales start in a week, I think it is, or just over a week. So I will be hunting, and I'm going to go and look at some beauty influencers and see. Yes, I'm going to go and let myself be influenced and see what products, because they will be really cheap. Because I remember from last year, one of my clients going crazy, and there was every time I was at her home, there was boxes coming in. I'm like, what are you doing? She said, it's Amazon Prime sales, and I'm like, okay. So I'm going to be a little bit influenced and maybe get a few things. So I will have beauty tips soon when I tell you what I bought and why I bought it. Yes. So that's that. What else do I share with you? I could say the fun fact about me was what I told you about the fish and chips. I think that would be a fun fact about me. Yes. Yes, indeed. Let me check out. Okay, so I just want to send a shout out to Lulu. She's been going through a really hard time lately with her health. So she wasn't feeling well last week as well. So just always a big squishy hug for you, Lulu, and just sending you all the best for you. And yeah, I hope you feel better soon. I love getting your comments, and I love to know that you're okay. So that's good. Oh, Margaret sent me, when I feel because that was the day I was feeling a cold coming on, she said, when I feel a cold coming on, I cook my carrots with orange juice and honey, not water, soothing along with chicken. That sounds nice. And Chloe sent her best wishes, and Kelly asked if I do a video on dietary changes during menopause that I went through, because I spoke about that. So yes. Carolyn Chorley has got her family coming to stay with her, and she's so excited, and they're staying with her. I think it's for 10 days to 2 weeks, and I know she'll be all amongst it right now. Sending you all our love, Carolyn. I hope you have a beautiful time with your family. It's so special. I'm so excited for you. So that's Carolyn. So that's the shout outs for last Friday. So there we go. And yeah, so for all of you here today, thank you so much for being here. Mwah. Sending you off for a Monday. We love Mondays, remember. We love Mondays. If you're not loving Mondays straight away, grab yourself a big cup of coffee. Then you'll be loving Mondays. I was supposed to talk to you guys this morning. I had it all marked. I've got something I wanted to discuss with you about atomic habits. About this. Oh, don't go into it now, Michelle. No, we'll save it for tomorrow. Okay, something I love in there that I was rereading the other day. But anyway, I'll share it with you. I'll say tomorrow, and then I'll probably forget, but anyway, I'll share it with you tomorrow. So go ahead and have a beautiful Monday. I can't wait for this week ahead. As I said, I'm really excited about it, and I hope you are too. I'll see you tomorrow on Tuesday morning, and up until then, just go shine. Go do the Monday thing. Go do the Monday thing. We're all here with you. Right. Zesty bestie power to you. All right, have a beautiful day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.